Oh, it is nice to be back in your realm. A mere ritual? Not bad. Not bad at all. Unwanted methodology, sure. But what can be said? Nothing quite beats the classics. I was surprised any of your kind were still aware of these rites. The authors of these rites are long dead. And their audiences? Reticent lunatics all. Yet you look sound of mind and body. You have this air of youthful vigor around you, in fact. What exactly brings you to my doorstep? Or I guess, myself to yours, Let's see here. Yes. I sense frailty only in your heart and soul. Yet, it's free from sin, laden with something else. Is that sorrow I smell? You seem unfettered still. Unique. I do so miss the company of one who keeps a level head around a demon such as I. It does indicate that you might be someone with which I can have amicable rapport. If your intention was to conduct a trade, dare I assume we can skip the formal hostilities and get right to our negotiations. I'd like to approach this situation as equals, wouldn't you? My apologies. I don't mean to assume you a common fool. Of course you'd know that my nature forbids seeing us on equal footing. Well, if not treating you as an equal, I would at least like to see you as a willing client. I assure you, a chance encounter in this day and age at least deserves a consultation, free from malevolent intent. I swear on my honor. And that at least means something, even if my word is not to be trusted. Shh, please, please, speak no more. Communing through your visage is exhausting and troublesome, no matter how handsome you might be. If you have made up your mind, and if you are talking to me, I assume you have, go ahead, reach for my hand. I'll pull you into my realm. And then we can continue this conversation somewhere more comfortable. What are you waiting for? Excellent choice. Clumsy. Cute. I guess it's rare to find one competent in all aspects of existence. Here, take my hand. Let me assist you off the floor. It is only right to offer a dedicated disciple such as yourself the due respect of any guest. It is the law of hospitality, you know. Here, I don't bite. Good. Now, come. Let us see how we may help one another. Now, would you like to discuss business at my desk or in the lounge? Either suits me, really. A desk offers a more professional space. I know many people who want to get straight to business prefer that option. In my opinion, though, it is a bit stuffy. I mean, times are changing, so that's why I do most of my business now in the lounge. Most of your kind are more expectant that you'll have cozy amenities, just like you had back in your plane. I guess the comforting atmosphere just helps make the proceedings feel less daunting. I can go either way, though. It's not really my business which we choose. Though you must know I am a very busy woman, and I do prefer to kick my feet up. Oh, but don't mind me. Don't let me influence your choice. After all, we're only going to be making the most important decision of your life. You ought to feel relaxed and lucid. Oh, no. It's no bother at all. Take all the time you need. In fact, you have all the time in the world. Time operates on a scale here unfathomable to your kind, so your reticence will not be a bother. The lounge? Excellent choice. I had a feeling you would have picked that. Anyways, I prefer to make a show out of this. It is rare that I am made host to mortals, and there's not much I can do to impress someone on a desk. Well, maybe not much I can do to impress a stranger. Come, be good and follow me. Here we are. Oh, I am happy to relax here. Good choice, human. Why aren't you sitting down? Aw, you aren't getting cold feet now, are you? It's a bit too late to show reluctance, isn't it? I mean, after all, you are in my domain. If I truly wished you harm, you would be obliterated before your mind could even register the agony of your soul found rent from your vessel. I assure you, on what honor a devil may have, I mean you no harm. Sit with me. Let us act as fellows for the time being. I merely wish to see your dreams made reality. There you go. But why the modesty, my dear little mortal? If this was your choice, surely you must be no stranger to comforts. The Puritan type simply would have never asked my kind for assistance. I'm sure you've enjoyed the company of another before, so no need to be shy. We'll be working together a lot in the future, so it would be in your best interest to... how does your kind say it? Break the ice? Especially while you still maintain a position of some authority. Here we are. Isn't this much more cozy? You're awfully soft for a human. Most of your kind that I've interacted with have been hard and ragged. Anyways, enough of that. Before we begin, would you enjoy any refreshments? Yes, name any earthly pleasure or morsel, and I shall conjure it up for you. Oh, it's no trouble at all. Please, surprise me. Specific, and an excellent choice. They'll be out momentarily. So, while we wait, Mind telling me what your poison of choice is? Wait, let me guess actually. You have a refined aura about you, though I'm not sensing that you're a member of high society. Are you into scotch? I see. Intriguing choice. Not what I would expect, but very fitting for such an intriguing individual. Here you are. This should be to your liking. I would suggest you savor it. I guarantee that it will taste much richer than anything you could possibly dream of from your plane. Oh yes, what we get down here is, of much higher quality, though what that means in truth should matter little to you. I must say, now that most of the formalities are out of the way, it is an absolute honor to meet your acquaintance. Why, of course. Like I said before, it is exceedingly rare in this era of industry for our services to be known, let alone sought. So destined have we been to be sequestered to folktales and myth. I'm pleasantly surprised to find myself in your company. To be graced with the presence of such a dedicated and strong-willed individual. Even a devil's work is marred with drudgery and routine. It is very comforting to receive some relief in the form of something novel. Something novel such as yourself. Take a sip. Tell me, is it to your liking? Good. Now drink and regale me with your story. What brings someone of your ilk to my front door? Oh, how quaint a query, uttered by such an innocent little soul. Let me guess. You were quite the charmer back home, weren't you? Well, what I'm drinking is what you would consider a particularly potent vintage. It's quite analogous to wine from your plane, though its sweetness is unparalleled. Its bite exhilarating. Its origin... well, some things are better off not known. I would offer you a taste. I truly mean it. Yet I fear this encounter of ours would be soured instantly if you were to go stark raving mad here and now, driven into frenzy by even a single drop. And besides, I'd hate to have to waste pleasant company and good liquor. Now, I'm sure you're more than well aware at this point what I trade in, so I will skip over the particulars. Besides, I'm sure you are already certain of this course of action. Your kind only comes here when they have full intention of relinquishing their soul to me, in relinquishing it for all eternity. Isn't that accurate? Of course, of course. I just seek to confirm your intention. I promise no offense was intended. Please, before I interrupt again, tell me about yourself. What exactly is it that you're seeking from such an exchange? All right. I've known plenty of people in a similar position as yours. Oh? Ah, I see. I knew you would be intriguing. Of course, someone like you would only engage in such a trade for the most selfless of reasons. Your sincerity is quite admirable, and in short supply among humans nowadays. Restoring the life of your companion is in fact something I can accomplish, simply as I breathe, in fact. So, as such, I see no... Huh? Go on. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Mm-hmm. Are you done? Good. Oh, you think yourself so bold and witty, don't you? Oh, I know your type. Scholarly and astute. I bet you've never taken a leap of faith in your life, have you? Oh, don't even pretend. I know you've always played it safe. Planned your routes carefully, warded all contingencies, meticulously studied each and every step you take into the great unknown. Oh, you remind me of an old flame of mine. Another pompous, learned type like yourself. Another who thought their wit alone would preserve their being from all consequence. I'm glad to know some things never change. Your kind is still as foolish as you ever were, seeing shadows on the wall and proclaiming you've mastered all of creation. Oh, don't get the wrong idea. You're allowed to demand whatever terms you require. Actually, I quite welcome the challenge. So, to reiterate, you wish your companion to not simply be returned. You wish to rewrite events so that in that accident, it was you who perished instead of them, allowing them to live the rest of their natural life undisturbed, until they perish of natural causes at an age exceeding that of 90. As well, no other soul shall be bartered in this contract. Your fellows will not be directly affected by the dealings beyond contending to your untimely passing. Anything else? Oh, you are quite thorough. Trust me, it's amusing. Though if I'm being completely honest, your cleverness is frankly wasted on me. Oh, I don't mean to brag. It was never my intention to act as a monkey's paw. You are already offering me plenty, and I am, if nothing else, fair in all my dealings. I see. I now see why you act with trepidation. Yes, while my superior is known to twist the fabric of their dealings, I attempt to act in what fairness I am permitted by Mephistopheles. Yes, indeed. I am not he. He rarely deals with the affairs of mortals anymore. He is content to languish on his ivory throne, growing fat on that glut of souls he hoards. And, with the rarity of worthwhile deals to be made, it is often asked of us lesser devils to carry out this grunt work of his. In truth, I will only be using your soul as tithe, a means to ascend my own agendas. As such, I see no reason to trick or deceive you. I have seen many mortals. I have seen many who are lunatics with no understanding of greater things. I've also seen overconfident dilettantes who simply thirsted for greater treasures that could not be found on the mortal plane. I've seen each and every form that your ilk takes. And rarely, if ever, do I meet one whose intentions are truly and verily pure. In fact, now that I consider this, I see. You are quite the rare catch indeed. Oh, a specimen like you would be wasted on that wretched fool. If we were to confirm the deal as you have stated, yes, your wishes would be followed to the letter. But hazard a moment to think about your poor mortal soul. See, it's a bit of a waste to treat it as a mere disposable artifact. You're only asking for it to be tossed into the maw of Mephistopheles, where it will be churned like all the others. Do you know what that will feel like, my darling mortal? For an eternity, your very being will be pulled apart, shredded and scattered, ripped asunder every moment of every second, only to be reformed, to be deconstructed. It will be a never-ending cycle of agony. Wouldn't you think that that's such a waste for your poor, innocent, loving soul, once so rare among your kind? It would be such a pity. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, I knew you would see it my way. Very good. See, I don't propose you throw away this contract. I simply propose an alteration to this agreement. Now, when you sought audience with dear old Mephistopheles, you forged his seal. Do you remember? I only ask that you allow me to rewrite that seal on your heart, that instead of his property, you will be branded as mine. I doubt the oaf will have the sense to notice one contract unfulfilled. No, such things fall through the cracks all the time. And, for what it's worth, I will be a much kinder, much more gracious master than he could ever be. In fact, you would maintain most of your faculties. In fact, I'm so kind that I would even allow you to keep a semi-permanent form in exchange for a tiny little amendment that you will act as my constant companion. You will attend to me at every moment of every day. Yes, you will provide me comfort, succor from my often agonizingly tedious days, and you will take on any duties that I request of you, and I will ask you to fulfill any requests I give with unflinching, unquestioning loyalty. Now that might not sound like a good deal, but do remember what we're contending with. I say this is much better than having your soul used as a chew toy. I, for one, would never see someone as pure and full of potential as you as prey. Maybe instead I would see you as a pet. Someone to keep me company. Someone who will be cherished. Doesn't that sound nice, dear? And of course, you will also be someone who will assist me with matters of little importance from time to time, but honestly, I wouldn't think of that much. All I really ask for you is to be loyal. I'm sure that someone who's as kind and selfless as you would have no problem fulfilling such wishes. Why, yes, darling. Of course I mean what I say. You would be my pet. Like I said, that's a much better prospect than the alternative. Surely you have to agree. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I really do. Little human, I believe you have made a miscalculation. Do not mistake my kindness for vulnerability. You will not find a kindred spirit with me. My being was drenched in sin long ago. Do you really believe that one who would turn from the light of God would see his creation as equal? I know things you could hardly comprehend. I contain knowledge that would set your eyes aflame as your organs liquefy. With a single utterance, I could shatter your pathetic mind into 1,000,000 pieces, send you back to your realm to live the rest of your meager, tragic existence as a roaming madman begging to be put down. I dance to tunes you cannot hear. I watch over that which you cannot perceive. In every way possibly conceivable, my existence is fundamentally above yours. And lucky for you, I am courteous, unlike many of my kind. But I will not be trifled with. Your soul was forfeit the second you committed to this path, long before I dragged you into this realm. So speaking plainly as possible, if I were you, I would wise up and take the better offer while it's still on the table. Besides, I've been known to be a wonderful host when I'm in high spirits. You will be cared to, groomed, looked after like the precious little thing you are. And when the time is right, I will find a place for you in my own little enterprise. Isn't that so nice? To be with one who would give you ambitions beyond the mortal coil? I dare say you're not going to get a better deal down here. That much is for certain. Oh, so prideful is a man when they forget the very essence of their hearts. Did you forget your purpose here? Your companion still lies dead, and you have already consigned your soul to oblivion. Are you so arrogant that you would let those you love rot in the ground before kneeling to your betters? Do you truly value your autonomy more than your values and morals? And here I was thinking you were something truly special among your kind. But maybe you really are as selfish and short-sighted as the rest of them. That's what I thought. Very good. Oh, don't worry. I won't mind you fighting against me. Your resistance, if anything, is a welcome surprise. Even in the future, I think I'll welcome that sharp tongue of yours. Though, you should be prepared to be met with sharpness in turn. But enough of this nasty business. We should be celebrating. This is our first meeting, after all. I'd love to have my future consort smile while they sign their life away. That is what you're here to do, isn't it? Excellent. See, I knew you'd come around in the end. Now, hold out your finger. I will need to prick it a little bit with this quill, and then you can sign. I'll be as gentle as I can. See? Wasn't that bad, was it? Now take this quill and just sign on the dotted line, and afterwards we'll be all set. Your companion will continue their droll existence without you. They will mourn you, and you will belong to me. Well, go on now. It's not smart to keep me waiting. Oh, excellent, excellent. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, my precious, lovely little mortal. Oh, I promise you won't regret this. I will certainly be upholding my end of the bargain. Don't you worry. But in exchange, you will be mine. You will do whatever I say whenever I say it. You do know I am an incredibly busy woman. As such, you will be my sanctuary from these dizzying plots and schemes. You will provide company and comfort whenever I require it. You will attend to me whenever you hear me snap. You understand that? I will snap. You will come. I said, come. Here, lie your head in my lap. Let us enjoy a few moments together. You heard me, didn't you? You don't want to know what happens if I snap a third time. Good mortal. That's more like it. Oh, my obedient new plaything. Oh, what is that? You wish to know my name? Oh, that's a nice trick. You're a funny little human, you know that? No, you may not have my name. I will not be conferring any power onto you this day. But you will have the honor of calling me Perle. Now, let's cease the questions before they become tiresome. You may finish your refreshments while you lie in my lap. Or you may choose to doze off in my embrace. I care not which you decide. Simply allow me to enjoy your company in silence before my next appointment. And please, don't ruin the moment by uttering any other words. Very good. You catch on quickly. I can already tell you and I are going to accomplish so much together. Just you wait.